Okay, so now we're back, and this is part two of the Taylor Swift inspired look that I'm doing from We Will Never Get Back Together video. So now that we finished the first part, and if you haven't seen it, you need to watch the first part in order to get to this level. And so what I'm doing now is I'm using a very straight brush, and I'm instead of putting black, what they normally do, I'm actually, because remember I said I'm gonna switch it up and do it my style. Um, I'm going to be laying a very kind of dark cinnamony brown shadow right onto the lash line. Now, I don't want to create a very heavy, intense um, edge, edgy look on her eyeliner. Um, like Taylor, what she does, Taylor Swift tends to wear the black and really have a little bit more intensity. And that's fine if you want to do that. And you can do this technique using black, and you will get what you'll get that look that she has. But with me, I'm gonna keep it more natural and more just more kind of neutral. And so I'm using a powder because the powder goes right into the skin rather than sit on top like pencils or gels. And you'll see, because I'm going to really put the emphasis on the lashes. And that's the really important thing, is when you put the emphasis on the lashes, you really can get a lot out of the eyes, the intensity of the eyes. And yet this still rims the eyes, and it still holds it together and creates a nice look. So I'm going to have her look the opposite way. That's a trick. And then I'm blending it in. And look how pretty that looks. That's just so pretty. So now I'm using the brown, same kind of brown powder, and I'm just going to fill in her eyebrows. Karina's got really great brows, so I don't want to overdraw them. I'm just going to fill in the little holes and just those little areas that need to be filled in just a touch. And I'm just going to go in there with a little powder, and I'm just going to fill that in and just create some symmetry and balance. And a little goes a long way. So there we go. It's nice, and just kind of fill that in a little bit. And then I'm going to brush it into blend, brush it into blend, brush it into blend. And I'm using my mustache brush, or you can use a toothbrush or a brow brush. This is my thing. And I'm just going to fill it in a little bit more, because as you blend, it starts to lighten up. So I just want to add a little bit more right there, because it seems a little sparse. And I'm just going to blend, 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 blend. And there we go. See how natural that powder looks? Because it really sits into the skin rather than onto the hair. And it really kind of adds a nice little feel to the brows. So these little details really make a huge difference, but you want to make sure you do it in a way where it's really balanced. So now I'm going to use like super, super black mascara. And what I'm going to do is really, really put the emphasis on the lashes for this look, because I'm not using any false lashes or individuals or anything like that. I'm really using her lashes because she's got really great lashes. So I figure, well, why not use what she has? Now, if you have thin eyelashes, then I would maybe recommend you could use the individuals. I wouldn't use strip lashes for these, because I want this look to still come off more natural. Because there's something about Taylor Swift that is very natural, even though she is glamorous in many ways. She still has that kind of girl next door natural essence about her. So I'm taking my mascara separation brush here after I put the mascara, and just I want it to have length and separation, but I don't want it to look clumpy. So I'm just separating that, and look at that, you just get that length. It's so pretty. So let's do this side, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I'm going right into I start right into the lash line, and I pull it out, and then I go right in, and then I pull it out. There you go, I pull it out. So I want to coat the lashes, and I want to lengthen, and I want to make them dark, but I don't want them to look clumpy. So, and then I'm going to just let that set a little bit, and I'm going to clean up. There's a little bit of area where I got a little bit of mascara on it. So All right, so now I'm going to do the top and just do the same thing with the bottom lashes. I want to bring them out and just kind of coat the lashes and just go one by one. I go really, really intricate with each lash. I want every lash to have a little coating of mascara. Since I'm using really super black, I think it really will add more intensity to the eyes, and without making it look super heavy like with liner. To me, liner really creates that extreme like heaviness on the lid and on the liner on the edge of the eyeline. But the mascara has a really natural effect, even though if you go with it, it really does rim the eyes really nice, and it makes it look really pretty. So I'm just going to separate a little bit more. There we go. Look at it, so pretty. And then just really, really just get into that thing. So now I'm going to just go right on the edge of the lashes, because we really worked the inner part out. So now I'm just going to, go into the lips with a really intense pink, kind of orchid pink. And normally Taylor Swift goes for the Fire Engine Red. I'm going with the intense orchid pink. And this is kind of my twist too. It's still intense and it has that pop of color, but I love this variation. I think it's so pretty. And to be honest with you, I think that we've done so much red this last year, the last couple of years, and I think you're going to see a lot more intense pinks coming up. Pink's going to, like the hot, intense, deep, dark orchid pinks are going to really replace a lot of the reds. And that's going to be kind of the new trend. As well, of course, you have the oxblood, you have all the deep jewel tone reds and things like that, the rubies and the Merlot colors. I really believe as we go into the new season, you're going to see a lot more of this. So, and very neutral eyes as well. So this is going to be now my version of the Taylor Swift inspired look. And I'm not using any pencils or anything like that. I'm freestyling it with my brush, but I'm using a very intense lip color. I'm not using any gloss or anything. I'm using a straight lipstick, and this is going to really look gorgeous. So make sure that you get the lines really perfectly. You want symmetry. You don't want any imbalance when you're using an intense color, especially if the lip color is going to be the featured item of the face. You want to make sure you do perfect, flawless lips. And practice makes perfect. And when you come to, if you decide you want to come to MKC, you can definitely ask about our lipstick training program, because I really do drill my students to do perfect lips. So now we're going to do a little cleanup here, and now I'm going to make sure that everything is balanced. And you gotta really look at the face, and you gotta walk away for a minute, and you gotta walk back to it. And as you can see, I'm not cutting into this, okay? This is me doing it, and I want you guys to be able to get inspired by knowing that you can do it by freestyling. There's no Photoshop on this. I don't do any kind of gimmicky lights or anything like that. This is pretty much the way the face looks. Now, a lot of this, is what she looks like after I'm done. And there's nothing to it. It's just what it is. And I want you guys to all be able to do that for yourselves. And we're almost there. So, okay. So this is the area that I need to make sure. So I'm going to have her do an extreme smile. And I'm sorry, your neck hurts a little bit. And I'm just now really making sure the symmetry of the lip is perfect. And so when you ask your model, or if you do it on yourself, just smile, really tight smile on the face. You really can see the line of your lips perfectly. And then, so now I'm just going to add a little bit more intensity of pink in the middle part of her lips. And just gonna clean that up a little bit more just to really get that perfect shape going. And we're almost there. Look at that. Look at how intense and pretty that pink is. And look at how it's really all kind of going into the whole look of what I'm doing. So I'm going to do some last minute touches. And we're almost there, guys. Almost there. We're going to be able to really look at this without me fussing with her face. And there you go. That's the look. And I'm going to just add a little bit more highlight on the chin and above the cheekbone, and just really let the face glow. I'm going to fix those little last minute areas because I want perfect, 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 perfect. And it's almost there. So let the skin all kind of settle in. And I want to make sure this is perfect. We're almost there. I'll be satisfied in 2 seconds. So you just have to bear with me. And there we go. Almost there. I'm feeling happier now that I'm able to get to this little area of of cleanup, I call it. Last checks. And now I'm going to add just a little bit more color on the cheek just to perk it out, because the pink in the lips really diminished the colors on the face. So I'm just going to now do a last minute touch up. And there we are. We are almost there. And that is the Taylor Swift inspired look. And so there we have it. So I would love for you guys to try this look. Remember, you got to go to the first video, and then you got to go to the second video. And this is the second one.